need to be.
Yes.
So with that, we're going to bring on our next speaker, which Megan, I'm so excited about. She is the author of Glow from Within. It's a book all about not just skincare, but also glowing from within, like how what you ingest and take into your body affects how your skin looks. She's a celebrity esthetician. Many of you know her clients, including Elizabeth Moss, Helena Christensen, tons of other people. She has an amazing skincare line, and we're so honored to have her here today. So please welcome Joanna Vargas.
Hi, guys.
Hi. Hey, Joanna. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
That
I'll let you get started.
Yeah, that champagne looked really good. But now I'm
we'll
going
be watching that video later. What's that?
Now I'm going to tell you not to drink alcohol because it's bad for your skin.
Yeah, well, that's okay. I haven't had champagne since my wedding, I think in 2018. So we'll have it in moderation.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Thank you so much for the great introduction. As Megan mentioned, I'm an esthetician. I work in New York and Los Angeles. And, you know, I think what I liked about what I've been hearing tonight is so many people have mentioned how important self-care is. I think that people think that you have to be born with great skin to have it. I've been doing facials for 20 years, and I can tell you without hesitation that what kind of skin you have has absolutely nothing to do with your DNA. Yes, Julianne Moore has great skin and is a beautiful woman, but a lot of what she does to take care of herself informs what you see when you see her on the red carpet. The skin is really a window into what's happening inside your body. And I think you've probably heard that before, or maybe it's a new concept to you. I don't think people really understand that fully. Everything that goes into your body and on your body, your skin is kind of like telling you about it and giving you clues as to what you should be doing and what you shouldn't be doing. So, you know, you really kind of have to learn how to read what your skin is telling you and respond to it. The skin is an organ, as you know, but it doesn't stay the same. So I think many people think that, you know, throughout the years, your skin should be the same as it was when you were 20. But it actually changes season to season, month to month. It changes when you get stressed out. It changes when you eat something that you shouldn't eat. So it's really responsive, and it's really a barometer into what's going on with you. I think one of the things I like about doing my job is when people come in, I can look at your skin and kind of figure out what's going on with you. I ask a ton of questions about your lifestyle, about the amount of stress you have in your life, if you've been sleeping well. Even the amount that you sleep has something to do with the way your skin looks. Actually, nighttime is your body's time to repair itself. So if you're not getting enough sleep, or if you're really restless all night, or if you've had too much to drink and you didn't have a good night's sleep, what happens in the morning? You wake up and, you know, maybe you look puffy, maybe you have redness in your face, or maybe you even have breakouts. And that's kind of how it happens. Things like foods that don't agree with you. And I'm not just talking like I expect everybody to live off of green juice, because that's not realistic. I don't believe in sort of fad diets. But it could be something that you think is healthy. I had a client once who was training for a marathon, and she had had perfect skin her whole life. And during this training, she started to get cystic acne. And we couldn't figure out what was going on, because she was technically in the best physical shape of her entire life. And through a lot of talking through different habits and things that she did, we boiled it down to one thing. She was having peanut butter and banana sandwiches before she went on runs, and she couldn't digest it. And so her body's response, it couldn't digest it, so it was trying to push it out through her skin. So that was kind of a lesson to me that it's not just that you're eating too much pizza or too many Doritos or whatever, like stress foods. It could be something that's technically good or has a purpose for other aspects of your life. So food is one thing. Alcohol is another thing. Alcohol actually raises your cortisol levels in your body. When you drink it and the cortisol goes up in your body, it actually causes you to lose collagen. I talk about this in my book a little bit. I had a client who was going through a really hard time in her life, and she was drinking a lot. And it was social drinking, right? Just to de-stress. And I started to notice when she would come in for facials, her skin was starting to really get saggy. And it was really like a real moment of clarity for me, that after a while, alcohol just really doesn't do much for you. And to drink a little a night doesn't sound like a lot, but it's a lot for your face. So I'm not saying not to drink, even though I really don't drink anymore. All I'm saying is what Megan said, drink in moderation. A glass or two here or there isn't going to do that. But if you are in the habit of drinking regularly, that's not something that's going to work for your body long term. I wanted to kind of mention, besides sleep, food, alcohol, another big one is exercise. Exercise is really great for de-stressing. It really should be your tool and your go-to for de-stressing more than alcohol and comfort food, especially as you get older. I just turned 50 last year, and I was exercising like every single day just to de-stress and to get my mind off of things. And that's like a health tool that really works for those kinds of things. But I wanted to kind of get into talking a little bit about what my favorite treatments are, because it's something that people are curious about. I'm really known for working with lots of different technologies, both minimally invasive technologies, which would be more like laser, and non-invasive technologies like radio frequency and microcurrent. I'm here to tell you that although I, have no judgment on anybody who does Botox, filler, plastic surgery, any of it, I can attest that you don't need to do it. If you're not comfortable with it, or if you feel like it's not for you, there are so many different non-invasive options or minimally invasive options. Actually, something that I'm loving right now is something called microneedling with radio frequency. The needles go into your skin, so that's what makes it minimally invasive. But radio frequency is a type of electric current. It stimulates almost a 20% increase in collagen production in your own skin if you do it over time. 20% is a lot. It's a lot when you're 50. It works on anybody between 25 and 85 and everybody in between. So it's really amazing, and I highly recommend it. So that's kind of like my favorite thing to do on the face. It's my favorite thing to do even on body parts. I have some clients that come in and we needle their legs, their tummy, this part of the arm, everything. So it's something to consider if you're looking for something a little bit more than just your average deep cleansing facial every month, and you want to really feel like a change is in order. It'll give you a kick in your step. So I highly recommend that. Product wise, I can't say enough about retinol. It increases collagen production. It increases cell turnover. It is good for acne. It's good for evening out skin tone. It's good for your pores. It's basically good for all skin types and all skin tones. So if you're not using retinol now, retinol at night, even once or twice a week, will make a huge difference in what you see when you look at yourself in the morning. A vitamin C serum for daytime, really essential. It boosts the efficacy of your sunscreen. It prevents sun damage from taking effect in your skin. It actually stops cell mutation, which is what actually lines and wrinkles really are. They're just cell mutations. and then sunscreen. I know nobody likes to wear it, or you think you don't need it, or you're just driving to work. Everybody needs to wear sunscreen, no matter your skin tone, no matter your skin type. So I highly recommend that. And then finally, for the body, just because there's not going to be an age in your whole life that you're not going to want to maintain elasticity in the skin on your body, dry brushing. It's completely non-invasive. A dry brush costs about $10, so it's a low investment. It takes about 60 to 90 seconds a day. Before you get in the shower, you brush your body upward, always toward the heart, and you do it everywhere. It boosts the lymphatic system, it's depuffing, it increases collagen production, and it's amazing for your skin overall. And I know I have to go, but my final
Yes.
little remark to share with everybody is practice when you're doing your nighttime skincare routine to think of something that you did good today, or think of something that you like about yourself. It's a little funny. I'm sure you don't realize it, but most women, when they look at the mirror, they only think of what their flaws are, what they didn't like about themselves, what they don't like, what they wish they could change. And it's sort of like an awful practice when you think about it. So tonight and from now on, I want everybody to think of one thing while you're washing your face that you love about yourself. It'll make a huge difference.
That's actually a really good tip. It's a good time to do it too, right? Turn that negative talk into something positive. And I like your advice on the dry brushing.
Yeah.
I've heard that before, and I've been way too lazy to do it, honestly. But now I'm like, okay, if Joanna Vargas is saying to do it, I'm going to go out and buy a dry brush or order one online later tonight. So those tips were great. I mean, your skin is definitely glowing, and I love that you touched on a few treatments, that we can all try, like different variations of things that we can put into practice that can work to help give us that glowing skin. I definitely am all about that. And I didn't even know that wrinkles were a cell mutation. So I learned quite a few new things from you. So I really appreciate that.
Excellent.
Thank
you for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for being here with us. I definitely loved your segment. And I know hopefully I'll be maybe meeting you in person one day, or we'll do something with Megan and all of us in LA at some point. So really appreciate your time.
Take care. Bye, guys.
Bye.